time and I started a whole other whatchamacallit? Oh my God, Alyssa Aaron. Okay, hold on. I need a hair tie. I need a hoodie. Okay. Oh hi, y'all, y'all. We're doing things. I'm so excited. All of the meetings, all of the things. I'm gonna grab my sparkling water and we're gonna get seated and get going. What do you usually do while I'm at work? Oh, these this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Okay, yes. Wait for you to okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, damn. Yo, see, hold on. I'm so used to TikTok and I'm scared. Like all y'all saw was titties for a second, and I was like, oh no. Okay, just watched your oh yes, Moana. Y'all, oh, Deb, you know I don't watch. Well, I used to watch SpongeBob real quick. Hi, Brandy. Hi, baby. Okay, we're plugged in. Y'all, I have some announcements. Hold on. I need my hoodie in case it gets I can just take y'all with me. No, I gotta. Dang, I moved all of the couch things. I've been whatever. I got my Gwen hoodie. Come on, Dustin, letting me know that you know what? I need to ask again. AJ, like, is it Dustin or Justin? Because every time I think I've got it, I get nervous, and y'all know how I am about pronouncing names correctly. Um, I think it's Dustin. I think it's Dustin. Yes, it is Dustin. Okay, Dustin sent me the y'all the drop. They're dropping more Spider Gwen stuff, and I'm so excited. Like I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm like Super X. Can we talk? Can we do something? Because yes, we need to. Okay, so um, I'm so stoked. I need to do like a brand collab of some sort. I'm buying things anyway. Like I just yes, I'm like, can y'all give me a code thing or something? I have no idea, but Super X. Hey babies, I love you. And I've got my Gwen hoodie and I'm about to get my doing super I haven't gotten into DC yet, Dustin baby. We got to get through the Marvel. And so I'm really excited about the new hi Dio. Y'all, I'm really excited about the new Super X drop. Because I need matching bottoms or shorts. Well, Alyssa, bottoms or shorts. I need, I need, I need something to go. Yes, I didn't see Dustin. Look at you putting me on because I forgot or like I didn't know that they had an ambassador program. And yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. So, little heads up, y'all, we're going to get into it. I have decided creatively, and I know we kind of touched on it on the Tic Tac the other day. And yes, team, I know Dio's here, I know Deb's here. I don't know if Buffy's gotten here yet, but we're gonna figure out a way to streamline this, and I'm really excited. But as you know, the Tic Tac, y'all, that's where we like talk about the movies and bring folks up and do all of that. It's all things reaction, and super stoked about that. YouTube is gonna be a tiny bit different, and in certain spaces, it's gonna be more Alyssa lore. And so on Thursdays, it's gonna be story time. But what we're going to do is we're figuring it out on the Discord, potentially, not potentially, we're gonna figure it out on the Discord. Where like, yeah, I'm answering questions and it's story time, but it is like questions that the community has. So even more like in depths and what I will do. And so we're gonna do a test run. It better be y'all, like it's up to y'all. It's okay, I'm gonna explain this. So yes, might be dealer's choice, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave it open to like, and I'm gonna look at the comments and I'm gonna pick one on like on live. So it's like in the moment type of thing. Or because I know Deb and Dio love a spinny wheel, and I know Buffy likes a spinny wheel too. What we're thinking of doing is prior to the live, you get your question in, right? On the Discord. We pop them into the spinny wheel thing. And um and we're learning Streamlabs. I'm figuring it out. I'm doing really good. And I do the spinny spin wheel thing, and then I pick a question, and whoever's question, like that's the story that is being told. And I really do think it is going to be like sky's the limit type of thing, but I do have veto power on the question, but I'm going to do my best to be like, "You know what? Like we're getting into it." So cuz the YouTubes is going to be a little bit more me and personal and talking about maybe hard things, funny things. I don't know. We're gonna pancake it out and see how it does. And mhm. So I'm like, do we start dropping questions? And in the meantime, y'all, we're coming through. Oh nope, Alyssa, hold the water. We're coming through merch. That's all I'm allowed to say. And the merch is gonna be first dropped on the Patreon, and that's all I'm gonna. Yes, others that are connected to the story that could be funny. Oh yes, like YouTube's for a while is gonna be, we're figuring it out. And yes, Twitch is gonna happen. I'm gonna start editing on Twitch and or I know this playing games on Twitch, but I don't y'all, y'all know how I am with technology, and just that just makes me nervous, but I'm going to try, and we're doing all things. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Experimenting, and even like I'm open to talking about some of the creative things that I'm working on or that I have worked on. So like I do think like sky's the limit in terms of story time. And so, but what I do need to learn how to do is look at the comments while I'm live. I don't We can play Minecraft together. I have heard of Minecraft, Deb, but I don't even know what Minecraft is. I've heard of Fortnite. Y'all, I'm a little trivia, or like the last time I build things and explore. I hate that it does that. Is that every time that it just like blips out on me? I'm like, ugh. Anyway, I disappeared for a second, but I'm back. Um, y'all, the last time I played a video game, like really played a video game, there two times come to my brain. So not too long ago, I did attempt to play. I can do this. Was it Fallout or was it The Last of Us? Because I was watching Fallout and I tried to play Fallout and I was like, nah. Um, and that, oh my gosh, Deb, you're so close. I'm getting there. And then I tried playing, was it The Last of Us? No, I don't think I tried playing Last of Us. I think I would have gotten through The Last of Us. Hey Sam, hey y'all. Okay, we're trying out for those of you who just got here, we're doing some story time, but in the meantime, we were talking about Twitch and potentially playing video games. The last time I tried to play a video game, it was a disaster. It was Fallout and I was like, "Nah, take this. Take this." But y'all, I was a Nintendo, like a Super Nintendo girly. I was a, but the reason I don't like video games, oh my God, this is what, unless someone, okay, I got it, y'all. I got it. So, unless someone comes up with a question in the next, I'm gonna put 5 minutes. No, that's too much time. I'm gonna put, see, but how do I look at the comments? How do, oh wait, is it here? Is it here? No, chat viewing options, y'all. We're still first pancaking. I don't know how to look at the comments, and this is why I should have another. I do have another phone. I do have another phone. Y'all, look at me learning. Look at me learning. Okay, hold on. I got just so excited. I do have another phone, and so I'll be able to look at the comments while, and so we go into the office and we get Alyssa's other phone that may or may not be charged. Yes, the other phone is charged. Y'all, I got three phones now. This shit is crazy. It's bananas. Bananas. Okay, so because I film on the phones, and okay, make sure the volume's off. Deb, I love you. Yep. Sam, I got a big ass monitor already. Okay, so okay, here we go. I am capable. I am, let's use the, okay. Oh, I'm so proud of you, little mama. Okay, so I'm pulling up the other phone, volume down, so I can look at the comments. My thought was, in the next 3 minutes, firing off questions, and I'm gonna pick one. But in the meantime, we're gonna talk about you can't a monitor on wheels. What? Us? Okay, I'm focused. So in the meantime, while y'all are asking and thinking about what question, what story time we want to get into, I'm gonna share with y'all why I stopped playing video games and why I'm not good at them because I grew up in a video game household and that like and it would and my sisters dated video gamers like and that's probably why I'm real adverse to video games and video game boys. Like boy like I just and oh, we got lots of stories because also my ex-husband was like a WoW, he was a World of Warcraft person and for the longest time I was like never again. Like, no, no to the wow. Like, and like I tried to get into WoW. I tried to get into D&D. Like, you can get a monitor on wheels. Oh, yeah, see, Deb, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. That's story time for another time, unless someone, okay, yep, yeah, they don't like, even the like, I tried with the D&D and the WoW and the things and recently tried like, anyway, yes, I was married, I was married, I was married, I was married. Okay, so, hold on. I can see the comments as they come up, but oh, the date that I was married? Um, y'all, I was a baby. I was a okay, that might be story time. Hey, we got there. We got there. Dang. But first, I need to test out this pulling up the going live. I turned the volume down and now I need to pull up the YouTubes. I can do this. I am capable. And of course it's no longer downloaded on my phone. So that's going to take a minute. And I think we arrived at story time unless mm, mhm. Unless someone else has a question. Uh Yeah, yep. The way that just and so I have a feeling, y'all, moving forward, this is how story time is gonna go. It's gonna be happenstance. It's gonna be an accident. But or yeah, like in terms of the wheel, like we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. We got a team meeting coming up, but we are absolutely yes, I know my battery's low. Um, my phone said, girl, get it. No one ask a question. Yes, yes, Brady, 3 phones, exactly. Look, I've got my personal phone and, like, now 2 recording devices, so because 'cause you'll know how sometimes not sometimes, but, like, I need to eat and have food ordered. I need to make sure my food gets to me and it's not sitting outside. This is and so I was like, I need to have a device where I can see where my food is or if there's any emergencies. And now I'm stalling because I low key did not like I was not ready for this story time, but I said what I said and I promised. And so, okay, great. I can see that I'm going live. Oh, this is cool. But can I see? Come on, show me the comments. Okay, okay, yes, yes. Okay. This will be how it goes moving forward. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Great, great, great. Okay, y'all. Okay. You do no, I don't mind. I don't I'm being dramatic. I don't mind. Like this is Alyssa lore and it's funny. Sierra asked me, Sierra, Lizzie, and I were sitting and we were having conversation the other day about exes and what have you. And if I had any exes that I was like not friends with y'all because I do think it's really challenging to be friends with your exes. Not saying that it is not possible, but it is challenging, but more so like that you're on good terms with. Like if they called, you would pick up, or like if they needed you, you would show up. And I was like, and it's so funny, they both looked at me the same way. I said, yeah, my ex-husband. And I like the slow, like, come on. Like, I think no, I think Sierra knew. Lizzie looked at me like I have 5 heads. She said, "Excuse me, like, ma'am, what?" And so, this is how this starts. So, yes, baby girl baby girl was married. And this was oh my goodness, y'all, can y'all help me do math? Um, I was 18, 19. So I married my high school best yeah, high school best friend, sweetheart, what have you. Like, oh my goodness. What shall we call him? I do believe he deserves a code name. I mean, he has a very like common popular name, like and if anyone guesses it, then that is fine. But we're gonna call oh nope, that's too much of an indicator. We are going to call him military. Because he was. Dang, you know what? We're gonna call him Coast Guard. Yes. Brandy, that's what story time is. That's what story time is. And so I I knew I knew my coastie, since like we went to elementary school together. And so I've known him, kind of known, like knew him since I was like 5. But like I moved, I came back. Does it pause when I get a phone call, y'all? Because Sierra called and it got like she must have heard me talking about her. Let me from the mini phones that I have, let me tell her that her girl is live and that she will I'm capable. Um Boom, 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 boom. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Live will call you back. Or you can jump on the live and you can get the rest of this story too. Okay, anyway, rewind. Okay, my Coast Guard, my coastie. Knew him since I was in kindergarten, 5 years old, like went to different high schools and stuff, blah, 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 blah. We ended up at the same high school. We went to Woodside magnet program school, this, that, and the third. And we were in theater together. Like, and I was in a very interesting like group of like an interesting circle. I but like floated around the social circles, if that makes sense. Hardcore theater drama nerd, like that theater kid that was, yep, yep, yep. That was my main circle. Then um there was, so we had halls in my high school. There was A hall, B hall, C hall, right? And each group of like socialite people, they were like the B hall kids, the C hall kids, the A hall kids, and then the kids that hung out over by like the cafeteria and the theater. Everyone past A hall were known as the magnet kids. So we had our theater kids, our orchestra kids, our band geeks, our dancers, and like we were all lumped in this like creative group, but like had our sections, right? And the A Hall kids were the very like nerdy focused. They had a plan. They're going to Harvard, they're going to NYU, they're going to some type of known school. A Hall was straight laced. B was our trouble kids. They were very artsy but skipping school, doing drugs, like just all over the place kind of kids, and but like cool in the not cool way, if that makes sense. And the Seahawk kids were like the popular kids, like super popular, into the sports, come from money, and just like, yeah, those were the Seahawk kids. And and so everyone fell in their own kind of lane or like sifted in between. And so I was in the theater group, but would occasionally like float into the smart kid group in the B Hall kids. Like I was kind of, I had bad friends. Like and so yes. Now over the course of high school, who I like hopped into different social settings, right? And so my lovely ex-husband was a B-Hall kid with some magnet kid tendencies. Like he loved theater, but this mother effer was never in school. He was always high. Like he just bad trouble. And we connected in theater. My first period was drama for about 2 or 3 years. Um, and and so we usually were always in the same drama class. And I got a different him. Like he like and I don't like no, like the more like real him, like the serious and the showing up and the caring and being creative, and like before, like I got the before lunch him before he would like ditch school and go get high with all of the B Hall kids students. Like that is the him that I got, that I understood, that I fell in love with. That was my best friend, my best guy friend. But he was just, I'm like, bruh, like, oh, get it together. But and so um being friends over the course of like 2.5, 3 years, doing dumb shit together, I think I got in the most trouble uh with him and the B Hall kids, like skipping school, especially like freshman year. Y'all, my mother wanted to strangle me My freshman year, I had to go to court for truancy. Like, but the rule in my house was do what you want. Um, do what you want as long as your grades are good, right? Like my mom couldn't say anything. I was bringing home straight A's until the court said something. And and then I did had to get it together, straighten up all of these things. But I was in a handful of different relationships throughout high school, and we never, Coasty and I, like that wasn't a thing, but like was a thing. And like his group gave poly before it was like poly. Like everyone was dating everyone, sleeping with one another, making out with one another. Like everyone's friends with benefits in that group circle. Like they're going and getting high and leaving at lunch, and like, I would go a couple of times and then I'd be like, "Y'all, I have to someone needs to take me back to school." My mom like, I'm already like grounded beyond grounded. Like, I haven't really ever fully watched Degrassi, like, I saw pieces of it. Like, it was we were bad. Looking back, like, growing up, I was like, "Oh, it's no big deal." Like, "What? Like, what?" So um, junior year comes along and uh both of us fresh out of relationships and just finally realizing the feelings that we have for one another, showing up for that's why you didn't hear that is y'all, this is exactly why Disney, like DComs, certain shows, no, I was skipping school and doing drugs and getting someone to get me back. Y'all, I kid you not. There were times I would go to school, go to first period, like I don't and, like, walk around, like, the outside of campus, wait for whoever was supposed to come pick us up to skip school and go get high, right? Go spend the whole day at whoever's house whose parents weren't home or, like, walk around the park and then get driven back to school so that I could get on the bus so my parents would see me get off the bus. Like now, like now that I think about it, I'm like, I know I stressed my parents the out. Like just truly stressed them out. And in between that, I did have different groups of friends. And I know this is like a side quest, so stay with me. I did have a group of friends that were Sea Hall kids. I had one friend who was my cousin's boyfriend's sister. But funny enough, things got worse when I started hanging out with those kids, like, but on a different level of worse. Like, I'd get through school, but after school, like, the after parties, it was like all of a sudden I'm in college, and it is that's a story for a different day when Alyssa navigated into the Sea Hall kids. Like, and lo and behold, Coasty, ex-husband, tried to save and rescue me from Sea Hall Kid group party people, and it was a mess. High school was a mess for me. There's a lot of drama. There are actually a lot of stories now that I think about it. But anyway, okay, back to the ex-husband. So we start dating junior year of high school out of we're both out of, fresh relationships and realizing like, yo, we have been here for each other and maybe like we should like navigate this and figure it out. And because he had decided I'm going to join the Coast Guard. I think that is what I want to do. I want to get it together. Like that is a family like line for him. So um, that high school was okay for us. It got a little messy. I did end up going to live with him and his parents for a while because I got kicked out of my house. My parents couldn't handle me, and that's a different story. So I've been on my own since I was 16. Lived with uh friends, lived with at the time he's just my boyfriend. And like up until getting ready to go to college. So I lived with him and his family for a while, and we graduated. Um, prom is when everything started falling apart. And Ooh, yep. We damn, 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 Alyssa. Like now that I revisit some of this, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Mm. Long story short on that, we broke up because he cheated on me. I went to prom with somebody else. Uh, I fell out with a lot of my friends because everyone was like, "Alyssa, what the f? It's prom. What's wrong with you? You don't leave someone on prom like that." Like we had a whole plan. Like the way my friend groups had to figure it out. We changed, and it's starting to sound like my birthday, but different. Everyone had to change their prom plans because I ended up going with someone who had already graduated. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not pretending on prom. Like, I don't care. We might fix this, but I'm not pretending. So we didn't go to prom together. We had the summer to try and fix things, which we did. I went to college. He went into the Coast Guard. We made it through boot camp. He came back from boot camp. We ended up getting married. And we were children. Y'all, I was 18, 19 years old and thinking, yeah, then we got our own apartment together, but he was never there, stationed in North Carolina. Same thing happened. Like the pattern repeated itself. We didn't know how to communicate. He was going through different traumas because was a rescue swimmer for a little bit for the Coast Guard, and that was heavy. And but something that I've learned in the military, especially like certain clearance levels, and experience certain thing, it's really scary to like he needed some counseling, some help, some therapy, and there was risk of losing his security clearance, and he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, bruh, okay. So it became a layer of, you know, not knowing how to support what he was going through on my end, like not understanding and but also not being there for one another. Like he's stationed on a cutter and like going underway and experiencing lots of things and essentially on his own and but married, and I'm on my own back in Virginia, and just it got messy really really fast because we were young, we didn't know how to communicate, and sometimes love is not enough. um and didn't There was so much conflict, and we didn't know how to repair the conflict. We didn't know, like we didn't have the information, the tools, the resources to sit with it and like come back to each other and figure out. And so it got to the point where it's like, oh, we're getting a divorce. And so we got a divorce, but lo and behold, still talked to each other, still yep. I don't know how YouTube, like, well, let's say it's YouTube. Yeah, we were still sleeping together and we were in different relationships and we were cheating on each other with the people that we were like, it was a mess, a mess, a mess, a mess, a mess. But from that mess, I learned so much about, you know, communication, like honesty, like learning how to repair and sitting with like the consequences of your actions, and like also learning how to let someone go that you love and that you want to work through things with, but for some reason, whether it's the timing, whether it's the needs of someone else, like realizing you can love someone and something can't work. You can, and like whether it's communication styles, whether it is apology styles, like there's so much that goes into a healthy relationship. And just because, and healthy doesn't always mean that there isn't um conflict and that there aren't bumps in the road, and that like you can love someone but not like them for a little bit of time. Like I love you and I want to make this work, but you're getting on my goddamn nerves and I can't. And so sitting in those uncomfortable like moments and lessons and spaces and figuring out, well, how do I decide if it's worth fighting for, or knowing that I'm going to have to let this person go for like where I am and where I'm going? Cuz I know if I would have stayed married, like if I was there's no way I'd be in Los Angeles. I thought that by the age of 25 or like 22. Like, y'all, I wanted to have oh, the YouTubes. Okay, and we're back. And we're back. I thought, are we back? Yes, we're back. I got caught off. Y'all, there was a certain point, like, I thought growing up in such a small town, like, and everyone, you join the military, you work at the shipyard, or like you do something within that little small town, you get married, you have kids, like, that's what I thought I wanted for the longest time. Like, and I was on track. I was like, okay, great, I'm married. Okay, we're gonna start having kids. I want to have four by the time I think I was crazy, and I wanted four kids by the time I was 25. And I'm like, girl, what? So it's really interesting, like as you grow and the things that you want, how it changes. Like I went away to college and then at one point went oh my God, I went and studied abroad and I was in Spain and I like there's a whole other world. And I said, Alyssa, baby, I love you. We need to slow down. Like I know, four kid, like well, my mom had I actually, y'all, real talk, and this is even crazier. I wanted 7 kids. Like at that age, like, but like what I wanted was to, and I wanted twins. I wanted 4 or 5 of like our own, and like then adopt 2 or foster at some point. And, like it's crazy, it's crazy. I know, ain't no way. Like where like 2. 2 is like I want to have twins. I like one and done, and mommy wants her body back. Like that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, so the way the things that you want change over time, and the way like I have lived so many lives up until this point. There are so many things that have happened, and even lives within lives. It is crazy. But never did I think, like, if I went back and I told little Alyssa, like, this is where we're at and this is what we're doing, she'd be like, bitch, what? Excuse me? Oh my gosh, yes. She might be mad at me about the kids thing, or the like she probably we probably have a conversation about Coasty and be like, you did like what? Ma'am, you loved him from the bottom of your toes to the top of your head. I'm like, yeah, I did. I absolutely did. And like we broke each other's hearts. Like that's a story. Like the lore within that lore. Like I was like, ooh, how do I do this and make this contained? Because I could write that's a movie. Actually, is it a movie or is it a series? It might be a movie because Lord have mercy. The damage that we both did. Like I'm gonna take a sip on that because I embarrass myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, it was me. Like I was equally toxic. Copy. Great. Awesome. And learned so much from that relationship. But what I do give the both of us credit for is like I mean, we didn't come out unscathed, but he is someone that I know, and I'm gonna explain this. God damn it. It's okay. Where are my tissues? I'm gonna explain this in a moment. He is someone that I know that if I picked up the phone, he would answer. Thank you, Dio. And that if he called, I would answer. Um, even after us being divorced and putting each other through hell, um, when I finally decided to go home and prosecute my trigger warning, y'all, for sexual assault and all of those things. When I finally went home and decided to and like file a report and prosecute my childhood sexual abuser, there was a group of people in my circle that knew all the ins and outs of the things that have happened and how this predator, like this individual, had, preyed on and hurt a large number of girls, like young girls in his sister's friend circle. Um, I reached out to him, like a lot of those people, and a lot of people were like, "Yeah, no, Alyssa, like I have this going on and I can't," or "I've started my family and I want nothing to do with it." Yeah, no, like in terms of being able to be a witness or testify on my behalf, I got a lot of no's, and it was heartbreaking, and 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 like sometimes some people are subpoenaed and they have to, but Coasty knew, and because he was my best friend throughout high school and even after high school, and was my husband. But when I told him what I was doing, he's like, "I'm really proud of you, and like I will be there. Whatever happens, I will be there because fuck that guy." And uh and he did. Like I asked him once and it was a done deal. And I flew back to Virginia. Like I was living in Los Angeles when I decided to do this. Um like he showed up and he's in his dress blues and he is ready like whatever. And so he is someone, even though I don't talk to, or like he's a good human. And uh despite all of the drama and the things and the hurt, we both know that we are good people and we care about each other. It just didn't work. And so um yeah, we got married that like I'm sorry, we got divorced for so many reasons, but the long and the short of it was we were young and we didn't know how to communicate and we didn't know how to repair. And it started to get really challenging, and we also let a lot of other people into our marriage and into our relationship, and we're doing what his mom thinks, my mom thinks, our friends, like we were flooded by everyone else's advice and opinions and really lost sight of each other. And at that point, like there was no yeah, things got really complicated, and we stopped trying and communicating and just decided to listen to the adults in the room because we were being told that we were children and didn't know what we were doing, which was probably like very true. Very true. So, yes, I was married from okay, was it 2018 or 2019? Cuz I was 18. I got married before I went to college, freshman year somewhere of college, and then got divorced. Oh, junior year of college? I think I wasn't married long, y'all. It was like 2 years. And yeah, or is it going back senior year? But yeah, it was a lifetime ago and it was wild and it was I have since like even apologized to his mom. We were Oh, I had a lot of apologies to do, at that age of my life, and grew up a lot. Yeah, 2009, around like 2009, and like I have the certificate in the email somewhere. I got it somewhere. But y'all, not the story that I thought that I would be sharing, and it really is just the tip of the iceberg. But yes, your girl has been married, divorced, in good standing with this individual. um but like yeah, like he's living his own life, doing his thing. Yes, we live, we learn, we grow. Oh my gosh, did your girl do all of those things? Like she was young, dumb, and what's the who sings it? Yes, same. I graduated in 2008. What's the oh my god, Miley Cyrus sings there is a song about being young, dumb, or whatever. I listened to that and like really listened to it the other day. I was like, "Oh, baby, I relate. I relate. I relate." And still sometimes now I'm like, "Ooh, I like old Alyssa would be like like so proud, so proud." And there are certain things that I'm going through now. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I would have handled that different. And I'm so yes, there's Young, Dumb, and Broke, but there's also a Miley Cyrus song that talks about damn, y'all, this is going to drive me crazy. But you know what I have? I have a second phone. Y'all, like, hold on, come on, internet. Unless someone beats me to it as I try and okay, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. All right, all right, all right, hold on. Miley, somebody. Oh wait, we can't stop. I think so. No, no. I saw it floating around the internet the other day. But I was young. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Y'all know how my ADD be ADDing. Okay. Now, so whoo, we're gonna find a way for story time and lore to continue. And I'm gonna work on like getting it more concise and not as many uh tangents, side quest. I don't know, but it works. And so what we're thinking that's going to happen on the Discord, right? No, I'm going to find it. I promise I'm going to find it, and I'm going to like bring it up next time. Used to be young. Yes. Come on, Dio. Yes, it is. Used to be young. Yes. Now we don't have to look for it, but that song hit. I said, "Oh, I get it." But okay, yes. We're going to discuss it in the uh um we're going to discuss it in the Discord in terms of what would be the most like engaging and exciting in terms of story time, the lore of Alyssa lore. I don't know in terms of like, yo, do we do it this time? And whatever the joint consensus is, that's the story and the train that we're going on. Or do we do the spinny wheel thing and like questions are like put in the chat on the Discord beforehand, and then we like spin and pick one, and then I go? Like, I'm open. I'm open. So we're gonna talk about it over on the Discord, and we're gonna figure it out. If you don't have the Discord, and we're also I got a lot of organizing to do, y'all. As we grow, this is getting so wild and I love it. But I was gonna say, if you don't have the Discord, the link is in the bio. I'm like, wait, Alyssa, we are on YouTube. We are on the YouTubes. So, um, and okay, y'all, there's a lot going on. This is a great first-ish pancake of Alyssa live story time, lore, whatever. We're gonna do it again next Thursday because I'm realizing Twitch is gonna have its own day, y'all. Your girl has more time on her hands in the best way, but also figuring it out at like y'all, we're in the transition stage of life right now is so real. Um and we'll get into the oh, that could be a story too. How oh, baby girl got into spicy work, but also is retired from in person. And so that's exciting. But okay, on that note, I love y'all so much. We will be back next Thursday for story time going live at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're also going live on the TikTok on Monday at 6 p.m. Like we normally do. I'm working out a Twitch schedule. Twitch, Sam, I'm working on it. I promise. We're going to have Twitch on this schedule by the end of June. So going into July is when I'm hoping to have a regular schedule across the board as we ramp up for our 1 year anniversary, as I explore playing either video games or like we got a lot of moving parts because we're also dropping merch. Merch is going to be dropping on the Patreon. That's all I'm allowed to talk about, but it's coming, and you guys get the first like it's the first pancake limited edition like first yes. And so um I'm trying to hold the water. I'm trying to hold the water. And I think that's it for now. Okay, I love y'all so much, and I will see you next time. Yay! Come on, y'all. Look at that, Lissa. And